All right, so put on the tube. So I have one bead in on one side. Now I have put on the tube. So look for where the valve stem hole is. Mine is right here. I'm basically gonna line that up with that. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna actually stick the tube in first. Tube in first. Make sure that the tube is sitting. So this is the channel on the rim. So the tube's right here. It might be, and here's your let's say this is the tube. This is the tire right here, right? So it's gonna, so once it's actually in properly, the tire is gonna be inside the rim, right? Rim and tire. But right now, how I have it is like this. So the tire's out here, and the rim's down in here. So when the tube's, you know, it needs to go past the tire and sit into the channel of the rim here. If the tire is actually still up here where the edge of the rim here, it could basically pinch or puncture your tube. So putting it in properly is important. So the hardest part here is actually getting the valve stem to get into the hole, because the space here is kind of tight. But this tire, this is a tubeless tire, so tubeless tires tend to be a lot thicker, a lot more heavy duty than a tube tire is. So that makes it very difficult to put in. So I might have to, let's see, I might have to go from this side here. You can see this side over here. I have the let's see, I have the tube. Actually, it's right. Stem is right here. So see that? So stem's right there. I'm gonna try to just get on a. So I'm working from both sides of the rim. Just kind of angle it in. So on the other side, inside the tire, actually my fingers are in there. Just angle in a little bit, angle in a little bit more. It's catching the lip right there. It's almost in. Okay, now it's in. Okay, it's in. So it's in the hole. And before you continue on, check this side so that you know where the tire is, and the tube. Make sure that the tube is not popping out of this side. If the tube's up out this side, it will get pinched between the tire and the rim, and it will puncture. So go all the way around. I'm good. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm good. Put this back down. I pull my stem all the way through. Okay, my stem's all the way through. Oops. Stem's all the way through. All right. And now I have to check this side. So I check the tube, make sure that it wasn't pinched between the rim and the tire on the bottom side. Now I have to check that with the top side as well. So basically I do that just by feeling, you know, sticking my fingers through here. I make sure that, again, you know, the tire, tube, rim, make sure that that tube sits between the lip of the rim and not sitting where the let's say this is my let's say this is my using that little picture there. This is my tube, my tire right here. This is my rim right here, right? So it's like that. So I want to make sure my tube is not right here, because the edge of the rim right here could pinch it. So I have to have the tube sit between the lip of the rim. So I do that by feeling with my fingers all throughout right here. So it looks like I am good. All right. So back to some lube. Lube the bead. Could never use too much lube, right? Now I could do this. So when you do this, be mindful of your tire lever. That, you know, as you hook the rim, and you know the rim's right here, and you hook it, and you basically leverage it through like this. That the tube is not pinched between the rim and the tire lever at all. Otherwise, or the tire lever doesn't grab onto the tube. So be very mindful of that, because that will also if I look down here, I can see where my tube is, and the tire iron is not pinching the tube, so I'm clear right there. So basically, I'm good right there. So that's very important to make sure that doesn't happen. So take it easy, basically. Is what I'm trying to get at. So before I actually leverage it over, I always kind of look in there as much as I can. Yeah, from here, I can actually, if I tilt my head low enough, I can actually see, and even with my fingers, I can actually feel the tube is not, it's not caught, it's not being pinched. So it's good. Notice this side of my knee is where the tire and it's under the lip, and I hold it there. Otherwise, if I let go of this side, the bead will actually lift back up, and I lose my lose the spot, right? Oops. When you're doing this tire lever, it's not just sticking it in and lifting it. It's not that simple. You notice how I actually also use angle. So how here I am, I'm not like this. I'm actually going in from this side, because there's more space here than there is here. So I go in from this angle, then I wiggle this over as I lift this up. I will wiggle it over so I'm going sort of low as I go lift it up. I'm moving my angle so it's going like this. It's going at this angle, and that makes it a lot easier, that technique. And when you do that technique, it also lets the lever here pop right out. So it's like, it's real, just real smooth motion. Very smooth motion. That's the other, I guess that's the sort of the third trick. Okay, almost there. Let's see if I need this. Once you get closer and closer, it gets tighter and tighter. You have less space, so it's a little bit harder. And no tube. Oops. I think I'm far enough where I could actually just push it. I think, yeah, because there's enough lube here. I can just kind of push it. There it goes. Because sticking when you have that last lip, trying to stick the tire iron there is pretty difficult. Okay, it's all on there. Now I need to check. I can push this down. I need to check, make sure that the tube is not pinched between the lip of the rim and the bead. The tire. Go all the way around. Okay, I'm good on this side. I'm gonna double check other side. Go all the way around. I'm good. Okay, so that's good. So this space here is pretty tight. So some tire pump chucks might be too big, and it doesn't, even though it doesn't fit here. Some will, some won't. Usually a compressor chuck will fit in here because compressor chuck is small. But you use like a pump where you like a bicycle pump, where you have that lever head, it might not fit. So lots of times what you could do is you could actually tilt this valve stem just a little bit like that, and that gives you slightly more clearance. No, I have a compressor, so I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna keep it so that it's perpendicular. That's good there. Put my valve core back in. All right. The valve core back in. And that's it. Since this is a tube tire, you don't have to worry about seating the bead or anything like that. All you have to do is pump it up, and you should be good. I should be good there. That's it. All right. Thanks for watching.